Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to Anno 1800. Now in the last episode, we'd begun shifting the main production chains of the New World to the continental island thing of Manola. With its increased capacity, its size, its effectively free electricity, it's a perfect place to get the most out of our production while we specialize the other islands to produce more of the raw materials. Today, my plan is to continue to make Manola the dominant island here and start cutting away large production chains that we no longer need. So, having a look at the previous episode and just having a look around a little bit, we had been focused on coffee down on my island of Marbella. And I realized there's a little bit more we can do with it. So, what made me think about this is that there's banana plantations here. And I was thinking like, oh yeah, we can't just focus on the artistas. We actually have to also think about the base level of stuff as well, which would be like stuff like fried plantains and the ponchos, for instance. So just to make sure I don't get ahead of myself, and we still need that because we laid out so many of these extra houses that I was like, well, I'd never actually checked if we have the absolute bottom tier economy. And I was thinking about where we get bananas. Anyway, one of the places we do is down here. But seeing as we have a new-found coffee focus here through our hacienda, and we have a few new abilities, namely electricity, we can double the production of everything in here, and I plan to do just that. So, continuing with coffee just for a little while, let's just have a quick look. All islands, not all islands, sorry, just Marbella, where we are right now, we make 47 coffee per minute. Now, it's not going to be strictly doubled. We're going to add 100% productivity to each of these, but they're getting a little bit of different productivity from different items already. So it's not going to be strictly doubled. We could get it up to maybe around 70, I think, per minute. So let's give it a go. So what I'm going to do is remove the banana plantations. Is that what they're called, by the way? They're called plantain plantations, I guess. Plantains. And we're going to have to build that somewhere else, right? So that's something we're going to do later. So we have the ones down here. We have these ones here. And we have a couple here as well. Could actually maybe get rid of those in the future. I don't think we're going to need quite as many, but we'll see. So, in order to feed this place electricity, we have an oil harbor here. Hey, what's that? Looks like a flak monitor, if I've ever seen one. We're gearing up. Don't know when we're going to actually attack Arthur, but it's good to get a few of them in the background while we've got so much influence now. Alright, anyway, so we've got this railway coming along here, going parallel to this road, all the way down, and eventually hits into, here, these two fuel depots, and they can connect behind each other like that, and it totally works just fine. So what I plan on doing is extending this out the back, down like that, and along here. Actually, you'll have to cut down and get into these farms, so unfortunately, all the finagling I did in the last episode is going to be undone briefly, but thankfully, thanks to the multi-move tool that came in one of the recent updates, we can just move this all down, I think, 2 tiles. Wow, that was so loud. Okay. We'll get this across here. Up like this. And then this needs to... Oh, no. Hey, we can squeeze it right there. And this just goes across. This needs a gap of 2 between it and the bridge. And then we'll put back over there and we'll feed in that way. Alright, cool. It's going to be a bit loud again. We're going to move this back up 1. Alright, good. So, let's have a look. If there's no place getting this done quickly, we'll just cut away the modules and then we can see what's needed. So we need to wrap around
nowhere to take it.
This one first, I think, just to see what goes on the inside. So that's 96 right there. So that's done. The next one then, we can bring this from here all the way along the edge to about there. Need to cut away that bit, sorry, that was a mistake. Alright, 95 and 96. And then this one, you can get it to 96 just like that. Plug that hole. Keep going. 93. 96. There we go. Not too bad. And that gives us a connection again. So we just have to hook this back up to the road. Like so. And hook this up to the road. And there we go. Alright, we're golden. So, now we can build extra coffee plantations here. And make sure we get our... Yeah, so I'm going to do this, so create some space, get our power plant, which is in the Artista section. Rotate it. There we go. And it's a bit complicated because it is one train line with like 4 things on it now, I think, because the train line also goes this way at sometimes, up to actually collect the oil. I think it'll be okay, though. We'll see. So, effectively, I had a look beforehand. This should power this entire area. Now, I don't know if you just need to power the edge of a hacienda module. I don't think so. I'm guessing you have to power each individual building. And this is basically as close to it as I could get without being right there. But it seems like this should be fine. This should do the trick. So, it's only going to power production buildings, not the farms themselves, of course. Okay, so that's all well and good. I'm going to get rid of this wall because it's no longer really needed. The farms are going to wrap around and connect. Actually, that gate thing was probably fine. Yeah, let's get the gate again. We'll just leave it like that, actually. It's fine. Alright, so let's get rid of this. And maybe just that end tile wall there, just to so it has an end to it. I know it takes up a precious grid space. This goes up to 107 actually, so it's more than it needed. That's 92. Okay, let's just plug that in. Alright, that's 96. So, yeah, let's just do this again now. So we'll grab one of these. I'm just trying to think, I'll just move that out of the way for a moment and we'll see where that's going to go. And then we'll check our rates to make sure that these are even needed. I think they probably are. I'll rotate it this way. And I guess to make it even, actually, we could rotate it and face it the same way it is on the other side to make it look kind of nice. That might be cool. Might be a little bit uniform, but it should look good. Alright, so two of them just there, and we'll see what kind of space we're dealing with here. So let's cut that over that way, cut that over that way. I mean, it really is actually kind of a waste, isn't it? But it's fine. Let's go like... Oh yeah, it would have to be moved in by one. Is it worth... Well, this is really the hacienda, that was the idea. Does it make sense having that wall anymore? I'm thinking no. I like the idea of it being part of the hacienda. Yeah, so here's what I'll do. I'll get rid of this entire wall over to there. Now I'll keep the wall going. I like the idea of it being extended out. But this can effectively just move in now. So let's cut all of this. And we'll use our move tool to grab this road and just shift it in. So now we're a bit more compressed, compact. And get rid of this. Turn that on here. So arguably this doesn't need to be here anymore. This road thing doesn't need to be here anymore. This can just be continuous wall. Good. And this can be a continuous wall. Alright. This can be a road as well. We've got a kind of a... I always think of it as like a skeleton with ribs. Like so one rib there, and the meat in between.
The land has to be prepared.
No one said I was normal, okay? Right, so let's just continue adding these all up. So that's 96. These are going to need the same on their side. And it looks like we could probably fit one more in. Yeah. So if we can fit one more in, then we'll just make a second row. Like so. Oh, that's not going to work. What am I doing? Yeah, for some reason I thought it would have a way out. I guess it doesn't have a way out that way. There's the train coming for the first time as well, which is good. Gonna deliver our oil. Just cut that wall for a moment. So this needs to expand out. Yeah, okay. Let's just do it this way then. Yeah, now I've got it. I got it. I know what I'm doing. Alright. Barely. Yeah. So I just needed to create a gap. That's all I was trying to do, I think. So let's do this. That can fit here now. This has a way out, so it's fine. So we'll just continue that over this way. And try to make use of all that space out there. Gonna probably put this in somewhere along here for them to get access to it as well. Maybe somewhere like here. Now the only issue is these things don't have access, so we could just move it a bit further along. We can move this somewhere like here. It still wouldn't let us get out that way. I guess that works, and then it would just need a road connection. So that'd be fine. Let's do that then. So this can continue and go all the way out to the edge. And hopefully make use of all this. Is that 96? It's more than 96, which is great. So we'll just tuck this in, bring it closer. Actually, we can kind of create that wall that leads all the way up here. And then we'll create little gaps for the way out. I wonder, actually, does this work? Yeah, I think it does. No fuel station arranged for that one. But this is okay there. Okay, so what we'll do is get rid of this. This. I think that works. Alright, really silly way of doing things, I know, but at least it fits. Yeah, there we go. And it's tucked behind the wall. And the wall just continues to there. Could continue further, I guess, if you want to do that. It just ends. Or we could have it like curl in. A little side in. Yeah, not too sure how to bookend it, to be honest. I suppose just having one of those end bits, just leave it like that. It's like, yeah, if you want to come around, you can. Okay, and just to make it cleaner, we'll just pave this. And it borders up next to itself. Oh, it's a shame. Yeah, okay. Oh, I wanted to maybe rotate this building, but I can't actually do it the way it's doing it at the moment. Anyways, I'm getting so bogged down. Right, so that's coffee. Almost done. We've got a little bit of room left here, and I'm pretty sure we can squeeze it in. Let's just have a quick look. I don't even think we need this much on the island now. We already make 83 over 73. But we'll try squeeze one more in there, because I think it's probably worth doing for the future. Is this all buffed up now?
What brings you here,
It is.
Governor?
It's getting its electricity, so that's working out nicely. Alright, good. So let's continue again with another one of these. I'll get one of these instead. They're a little bit more compact and organized. And, yeah, somewhere... probably like that and that.
Hola.
Don't know if we'll be able to do two, but maybe. Probably not. I reckon actually two, but without the upgrades, we could do. Alright, so let's see. You need your road. To make this, I suppose, a little bit more efficient, we could do something like that. Alright, just with the tiles at the back. Yeah, we can easily do this. That's the ender farms are so ridiculous. They're too good. So I'll just put these together. Why not? That's 92 out of 96. So let's just get that to 96. There we go. And then this only needs 64. Which it can go all the way to 94. Wow. But it wouldn't be able to do 96. So I was kind of right in thinking that it's got to be the way it is. Alright, we'll leave it like that. And then what we need to do is just hook these up to roads. Crossing over this way. And you. And I suppose you. You can be dirt roads. Alright, good. There's a lot of pressure on these things, but hopefully they'll be okay. If not, we actually do have the room to slam another one in there. Alright, so that's removing plantains and adding coffee plantations instead. Really, hopefully making good use of the space. There's still this big gap over here for future sugarcane should we need it. And I don't think we've got too many tractor barns or anything, or too many silos. We have the fertilizer, if we just double check anyway, but I'm pretty sure we do. All islands, fertilizer, yeah, we make 15 over 8, so totally fine. And it's getting delivered here, no problemo. Alright, so this is our advanced pier doing coffee. Coffee should be getting distributed now by 2 ships up to Manola. Yep, so that one's going up there. And how's the coffee situation? It has 1,350. All the islands here have over almost 1,000. The ones that produce it or consume it, at least. So that's good. And then we have the other ones that take coffee out of here to the old world. So coffee, again, multi-regional route specialty, and they're coming in and just picking it up and getting the hell out of here. So good. Good to see. All right, I think that's pretty much solved then. I see no issues. Which means it must be perfect. We make 73, so globally, we make 103 now. So that gives me a nice big cushion of 33 extra per minute that we're making for very little effort, right? In terms of all we're doing is powering it on. We're just delivering the beans, and we've just made the beans here. We have the oil for it, obviously, and we have the manure or fertilizer for it, so totally good. We're golden.
And my critics say I don't take enough risks.
Buying my stuff. Let's buy it back. Okay, so that's one thing done. We can finally put to bed the coffee issue for hopefully quite a while. So if you remember, just to give a bit of a recap, in this previous episode we were on the island of Porto Banús, and this is where we had all the coffee. It's all blanked out now. So we've moved it to one island, and now we're making more of it than ever. And we freed up a bunch of workforce for it, so it's great. Everything's really, really good. That's what you want to have happen. I can just start clearing away some of these things. Keep some of them for future. Okay, good. So let's hop back to Manola, our control island, as it were, and see where we currently stand.
The glass is...
So coffee's obviously going to be fine. Bombins should be fine. Next would be soccer balls and mezcal. But I did say that I think we should work from the bottom up. So we need fried plantains and ponchos. So fried plantains. Let's see, where do we make that? Oh, I know where. It's, again, on Marbella. I think it's the dominant place that we make everything now, really. So we make 23 tons of it, and making it there... Yeah, so let me just quickly go all the New World islands. Check out fried plantains. 23 with a consumption of 15, and the entire 23 is being produced here. I don't see it being produced anywhere else. So Marbella is the main producer of fried plantains, and as far as I can tell, if we go to all islands, is it consumed anywhere else? I think sometimes the old world has little bits for it with the restaurants and things. Yeah, it goes up to 15. So, well, just to, I mean, we could check that if I just want to find out, isolate where this is. I'm guessing swords.
An explosion.
Well, maybe
in
not.
One of your factories.
All right, let's try again. Let me just search it then. Fried plantains. So not in the old world. Is it in Cape Trelawney? No. The Arctic? No. So why did the number change? It went from 14 to 15, didn't it? Maybe it didn't. Okay, alright. Well, that's good to know then. So it's not actually being moved anywhere, it just stays here. Fair enough. Sometimes I think you do bring it to the World's Fair and things, but I don't...
A competitor's island is under siege.
I guess we don't have to. Benty's under attack.
Stations.
Oh my god. Yeah, look at the bombers. God damn it, man. They must just go in there, bomb, and get out of here. Look at the damage they do. Holy crap. A third, like a quarter of the island's already destitute. Now, before we get over there, well, let's check out this this monitor. Flak monitor. So it's going to need some pirate ships of its own. Flak cannons equipped with anti-air weaponry. Get them to the New World. I don't know if I'll ever get the chance to actually use them because let's just get to Manola. Because obviously they do that bombing run so quick. All right.
You're good.
They're all super impressed with what I've done. This ship is taking a beating. We need to get the hell out of here. I'm gonna make a note to lower the volume of this one. This is so loud. That was a big attack, man. We got hit hard.
Stations.
All right, let's get out of here.
Under attack.
Yeah. You're a bit late, mate. I think I know.
Ship under attack.
Fleet ready.
All right, just pull over to this little bay over here. We're usually safe there.
Ship under attack.
Leave her alone. Leave the guns alone. Oh.
Ship under attack. Ship under attack.
All right.
Attention.
Well, we didn't lose anything. That's the important thing. And Benti kept the island. The other
Ship
important thing.
under attack.
Love to see it. Alrighty.
Ship constructed.
So continuing on. So fried plantains seem like they're sorted then. If they already get made somewhere else and they get delivered just fine, no problem. So what was next after fried plantains? It was ponchos. So ponchos get made down in an island called Guadalmina. And again, just want to double check that we make enough on Guadalmina over all the other ones. We make 32 tons per minute. And I assume the consumption rate is nowhere near that. So we'll just search poncho. It's only 19. And then I guess globally, it's still 19. So we're totally fine there as well. So just wanted to be safe. What's your problem? You're missing alpaca wool. Oh, maybe the electricity then has changed the rates at which you're getting things. I know that we do need a little bit more wool than previously because of the bomb bins. But they seem to have it now. We'll keep an eye on that. Don't want to go ahead until we've sorted everything behind us. So this is the situation here. So they'd need their own alpaca wool because there's just no more room down there. There's no more room for another alpaca farm. It's like really well laid out. It's one of the, I don't say that often about anything I do, but I feel like that place is relatively well laid out. Yeah, so if I just have a look then, I guess, again, New World, consumption rates, agriculture, and we look at alpaca wool. Yeah, we're pretty low, so we're going to have to invest in getting more up at Manola. But that's at least we found it before it became a problem. I'll just temporarily put it down somewhere here. We'll add a couple of these until we get the amounts we need. Alright, so we got 4 there and 3 there.
Attack.
And then, I mean, really they would need their silos, I guess. So I guess I can't really do the compressed thing that I'm doing right now.
Ship under attack. Ship under attack.
Alright, that's okay. We're okay. Everyone calm down.
Ship under attack.
Let me just get my alpaca wool, please. Alright, so, yeah, let's do
Ship
a
under attack.
silo there. And I guess another one on the other side.
Ship under attack. Ship under attack.
Alright, so 2 silos, all the modules in place. And then I'm just going to hook it up and see how much does that produce for us. And just give them a little warehouse. I'll probably have to wait until it gets its corn, and then it'll tell us the kind of rates that it's doing it at, and then I'll see how many more of them we need. But we can just think about moving on now while that's doing that in the background. So that was Yornalero is pretty much done, right? So that's all they really need. And the happiness stuff we'll get to later. That's going to be rum and churches and whatever. Next up,
I
Obreros.
wouldn't be a rebel if I settled
So
for
they've got the
this.
tortillas, the bombins, the sewing machines, everything's fine then. So then after that, it's just, the only difference was, you know, these guys don't consume fried plantains or ponchos. That's why I had to just double check we weren't leaving anything behind. But next up will be soccer balls, which relates to actually some of the farming stuff we were just doing. So let's have a look, soccer balls. And that's only going to be consumed here anyway. It's the only island with these guys on it. And we make enough. 8/7. Now, if we just want to be deadly sure, it needs Nandu Farm and Kauchuk Plantations. Let's just check those 2 things as well. So Nandu Farms, yep, totally fine. And Kauchuk, not fine. We're actually consuming more. That's because of some of the later buildings. But that's good to know, good to spot, because we have the ability to get another farm up here. And that's just exactly what I want to do. Can we do it that way? Would that be weird? I reckon let's squeeze this out like that. Alrighty. Yeah, this is fine actually. I was just trying to think where I was going to put the silo. Oh no, it's not. Damn it. It's blocked just slightly.
This is still a dreadful shock.
She's okay though. She'll live. She'll be okay.
A competitor's island withstood an attack.
Yes, this gives, oh no. It doesn't give me room to get out though. Okay. So let's just put that back the way it was. Let's put that back the way it was. It looks better that way. And let's just cover these two back in. Alright, cool. So we have our tractor barn here, no big deal. And we'll just connect another silo to the side of it. Whatever. That's fine by me. And this gives both farms plenty of room to extend their modules further and further out. Alright, that's 96 for them. So their other cowchuck is here. I'll just extend that road. Alright, another cowchuck plantation in position. They do have to go out and around and up, but whatever, it's fine. The length of those car rides don't really matter, I don't think. Do wish I could see a number for how many I've connected up, actually, but as long as it's full, I guess. But if we see it running out, then we'll know. But I think it's 20. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. Let me just count that again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
No, it's 9. I think. Alright. 9 or 10, whatever. Gunner. Do I have these anywhere else? That would just tell me the answer, wouldn't it? If I could just count how many of them we have. What are they again? They're cotton plantations. 9. Okay. The magic number. Alright, so 9 of those. Then tractor ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 plus 9. So we're well under the limit at the moment. For a little while. We've got room for 4 more. Alright, so that should be cowchuck for the soccer balls sorted for now. If we have a look at cowchuck, 16 to 16. Again, I guess why not? Let's just throw another one down while we have the space and the time, the wherewithal to do it.
You should go sit in the shed.
Don't tell me what to do. Alright. Alright, we got a little bit of room for something, I don't know. Just to make it look kind of nicer. Let's do that. But I won't forget. I'll know that there's room there. So we could probably cut the road in a bit tighter here if we really needed the space. But now we've got a nice and even looking little area. This can be upgraded. It's going to need to be. And this can reach both of them, no problem. Alright, good. So that amount of cowchuck then should be totally fine until we see if we have to upgrade again in future for something else. But that is definitely soccer balls fine, and that's enough for all the people we have. So the next up is mezcal. So mezcal. Let's have a look at what it's made of. Mezcal is a drink made from citrus, sugar, and herbs. And it's made in a mezcal bar. I don't think we have enough already. So if we just look at the basic top tier thing, we need at least 13, and we're producing 8. So it must be 4 per building. So we need another 2.
Has returned from its voyage.
So I do like having them in the town, but maybe a couple of them will move out or something. You could get a... Oh, yeah. See, if I was being really optimal, there's things like a trade union can affect... Actually, that's food. I was going to say, it can affect all drinks production. And it's obviously drinks production, mezcal. But I guess this one isn't. This is food. But yeah, do we want to stick them in the town again? I guess so. We'll find a place for them eventually. But I'll just stick them down here for now. And then I know that I'll have to move them eventually. So we need citrus, sugar, and herbs. Now, let's do the herbs one first. Well, actually, let me just check what I've been missing. Ship construction finished of different things. Have the pirate flags worn off? They have.
Stations.
Let's just send these ships over to heal. And at the island of Manola, that ship should have arrived now. There it is. Now, I think there was a pirate flag for me left here. Yep. So, in theory, we could shoot up at an airship. We could just do that at some point. I don't know if they can fire down at me, thinking about it. They do bombing runs, don't they? And there's his airships, probably coming in for another run. So, let's get our ship over there. See the little gun on top. I reckon we could take at least one down. But we'll have to see, I don't know. I've never used them before. It's got a different skin as well. Autumnal red aesthetic. Yeah. With the regal plating. That's cool and everything, but I'm gonna go with the red.
Ready, Admiral.
Yep, so if he just keeps leaving his airships down there, and they're kept relatively away from... Oh my god. Kept away from my fleet and anything else that could shoot it. I think we could take them out. I don't know if they shoot the ground, but I don't think so.
Like to navel gaze.
Some airships can be used to attack enemy airships using their mounted guns. They can also attack enemy harbors and naval units. And naval units using bombs, okay. Yeah, we could get a bomb dropped on us, so I guess you gotta watch out for that. Still worth doing it just for the fun of it though, right?
Fleet awaiting orders.
Okay, anyway, mezcal. So we've put down the extra mezcal bars, so we're going to be able to see what we need then in terms of how we supply them. So it was citrus, herbs. Herbs would be the next thing to see. So all islands, just search herb. Oh wow, we actually produced enough already, 27. I thought for sure we were going to need more. And we pull it in from the island that's making it, which is this one. Really? Just these two is making us all the herbs we need? It's kind of incredible. It's the only place I make them. It's the only place with fertility for it. Alright, we'll just add some extra storage so that a ship can do a full delivery. And speaking of, I don't think any ships are assigned to do a full delivery of herbs. Let's go herb. Yeah, it's doing a bit of everything. A lot of little things. So, it's got 50 on it right now. Let's just pause it. I'm going to click the ship, get it over to where it needs to go. We'll manually drop that off, but we'll make a whole new route that's just going to do herbs. So from this island to this island. Okay. Assign a new ship to it. Set it to New World only, and we'll call it Herb Import.
A fire broke out.
It's as easy as that. A fire broke out. Oh my god. Can any of you get there? I don't know, the line is doing something weird. It like reconstitutes full green when it gets to here. I don't know why it's doing that. It's like it can get to it, but I don't know. Also, fire extinguishers aren't being delivered to these places, but they still operate like normal ones, don't they, I think? I think that's what it said. These guys can't reach, but these guys can. Oh, maybe that's where it would reach if it had the extra thing delivered. Okay, well, we could start that. Why not? So we make fire extinguishers up there. So we'll create a route, trade route. I might actually load up the other things as well. So it's medicine and, like, weapons and stuff, isn't it? To, like, these special upgrades. So let's go this island to every other island. So Manola. Well, I don't even know where we'd find these things. Like what category it would be in. Construction is what it feels like, but
This city is
there.
a magnet for
So yeah,
genius.
this thing. So fire extinguishers, police equipment, and medicine. So you can take 2 of each and make a delivery across the world. Is there anything crazy with that idea? I don't think so. And I say across the world, just to places with big populations. Not every single place needs these things. But maybe eventually. So let's call, I don't know. What would you call this? Like services delivery? And then, or equipment, I guess. But services is for, it makes sense because it's like the building. All right, multi-regional. So it's just going to go to Marbella first, then we'll go to there. And then, I don't know, I guess Old World will hit,
A token
swords.
of my people's goodwill.
Yeah, hit swords. just leave it at that for now. Let them unload to all these places. Oh, actually, since we had a riot at Cape Trelawney, I guess that'd be a good spot for it too. And it'll take a while to deliver all that stuff, obviously, because the storage is going to be massive. So maybe, let's say, can we do something like just 10 each time? Because we're going to... yeah, we could even add on one more stop. Let's just do 10 each time. Oh, there's no easier way to do this. I don't think so. Man, that's a pain in the ass if I have to do that every time. I don't know of a quicker way of doing it, but let me just try to do it as quickly as possible. Let's go. Wish I could just copy and paste it. Alright, that is halfway done. Okay, so let's keep going. And then we can upgrade some of these police stations, we can upgrade the hospitals, and that way they have better reach and everything. Because I saw that, I don't know if they've rebalanced the game or not, but I'm getting a lot more riots in just random places that never used to happen, where there's no increase to, like, what's it called? Work conditions or anything like that. It was also a fire that broke out on my factory island of Lust. That's never happened before, so it's interesting to see that. Alright, there we go, we're done. So, it makes sense to kind of start delivering these things around. So then, for instance, this place could become an advanced hospital.
Ruins behind.
This one could become advanced, and so on and so forth, and they'll use them hopefully then. So yeah, these two are advanced already. So it's a cooldown of 6 minutes, so it's quite a long time. We do have 3 of them upgraded. I'll just leave 1 of them upgraded for now. So the fire did do a lot of damage, but it got put out eventually. Alright, anything else? So we're tracking that not pirate monitor. Well, they are pirate monitor, I guess. This thing. Flak monitor. Let's just go. So last time he kind of came up a bit here a moment ago. See if we can take him out. Can we give him someone that would make him really good? Actually, yeah. Active healing maybe or something. Captain Felicity Phoenix, back from the grave. So let's get her on here. And we'll just do a little bit of, just see how it works. I haven't used it before. Oh my god.
We shall prevail together.
Oh, just get closer. There we go. Alright, Felicity, she's on board. I just don't want... Yo, there's no harbor here, actually. Perfect. I was worried about a harbor shooting me. So if we get over there and take some shots when it gets right... I don't know. Well, maybe not right over us, because you don't want to get bombed immediately. But, yeah, we'll sit about here. We'll take some shots at it. Just see what happens. I've never seen it before, so I'm curious. And then, I suppose, in the old world, we'll make a few more of them. And that way we can go, like, pop, 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 in case it doesn't go right. So, flak monitor.
You gained an influence bonus.
Gained an influence bonus for military, was it? Defense buildings, armed airships. That's new. Attack speed 7%. Cool. Alright, so that was Herbs. Herbs is done, and that's all part of Mezcal. So the next one would be like seeing how the citrus is handled globally, and then sugar. Sugar should be fine. Again, Marbella is like this powerhouse of a production island. If we look at... Is it an intermediate product, sugar? It is. Just check the New World for sugar, so that's 54. All islands for sugar? Might get a little rough. Did I go by it? Yeah. Yeah. The demand is 65. We don't make enough. Alright, that's something to focus on then. Basically, all the sugar is made down here in... Oh, I know what would do it. You think of what I'm thinking? What's an easy way to double the production of all this? That's weird. Obviously, I could put it somewhere closer. I just want to see how this is going to pan out for me.
These must be
Some of
stored
these
somewhere.
refineries can go now, the ones that were on the edge of the here. So it's freed up some workers, and yeah, when the train makes its first delivery, so it'll go into here and then come out and then go and get the oil. Okay. But that should light us up. In fact, it doesn't have it right now, so we could check. It's at 48. 48 tons. Yeah, it is tons per minute actually. 48 tons per minute of sugar. And when this really gets cranking, then we're also going to be making even more of the byproducts, which is chocolate and rum, and more sugar as well. So good. All right, let's take a look at our little guy.
Monitor.
Oh, it's just one on its own.
Lurking.
Oh, it would have been perfect. Okay, we'll just... He's lurking. Wait for him to lurk. Oh my god, they've got another one coming. I'm hoping this means that it fires up on them. I think it will. Let's go. Take the shot.
Charge the guns.
Yes. Man, he's just sitting there taking the hits. It looks like he's trying to aim at me, but he doesn't know what to do. I've never seen one of these things blow up. It's got to be close. Come on. Wow, it's just sitting there taking the hits, and the other two are like, "What happened to Jimmy? He's falling behind a little bit."
A rusty nail
Oh.
in the enemy's socket.
Oh, the humanity! Oh my god, the smoke effect's actually really good. Wow.
Facing a just cause.
Yeah, keep taking the shots. Fuck him. Sorry, I don't swear very often in this series, but sometimes it's warranted. How much time do we have left? Not long. Oh, it says duration 5 minutes. Sorry. That's good. I thought it was 50 seconds. I mean, it's a bit silly. They're just like, oh, Jimmy was out here somewhere last time we visited here. This is what you get for bombarding Benti. Is he gonna get out of my range?
On course.
Keep chasing. I don't even know if you can repair those things.
Target lost.
Target lost.
Hearing to target coordinates.
Oh shit! Oh, we're okay. I thought they were coming in for a bombing run. They came in very quickly all of a sudden. Man, having like 3 of these, we'd knock these guys down super fast, or maybe even like 5 of them. That'd be fun. Not the most intense combat with the AI just sitting here, I admit, but still fun to see. Just spitting bullets. Bum 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 dum dum da da ba dum. I dare you to come back.
Target
Now
lost.
we are pirate mode. Other things will shoot us as well. It's not we're not immune out here. Yeah, I wonder, do they go back and can they heal at like the healing stations? I guess so, right? That must be how they do it. The repair cranes, I should say. Yeah. Oh, it is working for them. Alright, good. Good to know. Now we're in pirate mode, but this other ship isn't shooting us.
If only people listened, we'd lay.
Alright, we'll just move back over there.
On course.
I don't think he's gonna let another one just go down, but we'll equip a few more of those pirate flags
Monitor.
on
Ready.
maybe 2 or 3 monitors, and then we can take them down much quicker. Slow down his encroachment. Maybe if he can't do a bombing run, he won't even bother attacking.
There must be input for
Coal. Oh no, yeah, I actually wrote that down today. I forgot to do it. Specialty coal. It's been delivered to Port of Banús, which it doesn't need to be. So I might make a manual delivery of
Ship
that
under
just to get rid of it. So this needs to be Manola, and that needs to be drop off there, please, and
Ship
switch
under
this
attack.
up and remove that one. And there we go. That's good.
Aye.
They'll be okay. They'll be okay. Hey, where are you going over here for? Over there. So, in order to get rid of that coal super fast, we've got ships here that can just go over and pick it up. So a temporary route, really quickly, we can just do create a route, trade route from Port of Banús to here. Now we're just going to pick up as much of the coal as we can, just to get rid of it. We'll just assign whatever we have to it, mostly things that are here, if possible. Just do the airships, why not? Anything else? Any other ones that need? Not the small ones. Those two are in different sessions.
Attack.
Alright, these 3 can just continue doing that for a while.
Ship under attack.
Monitor ready for mercy.
Don't make me shoot you
Ship
back.
under attack.
This is why I gave it the active healing.
Engines up to
Ship
speed.
under attack. Ship
Alright, good.
under attack.
Oh, stop. Alright.
Ship under attack. Ship under attack. Ship under
Stop
attack.
it. It's just one
Ship
ship. How
under
bad could it
attack.
have been? Okay, good. Right. Citrus then was the last thing. So for the mezcal.
The walls
So
are
that's
stark.
sugar sorted, or it
The
should be. When this power kicks into gear, which I think it has. So now we were at, what was it, 48, I think?
The more
Maybe
the
42?
merrier.
But I think it was 48. Now it's 80. So that's good. That's pretty insane. And we obviously need to be taking it off the island all the time. So I need to redirect the sugar route. So sugar. Specialty sugar. It's just one ship that delivers it over. And then it brings it all the way back to another island as well. So I'm going to get rid of Marbella off this. And we're going to add it to just Manola. And then get rid of this. So it's traveling less far. So some of this stuff is all super outdated. Look at this. There's 3 ships delivering things
I feel
around here.
bad
What a
for the
joke.
poor Honaleros. They will never experience the bliss that comes with progress.
She sounds Irish, that voice actor. I feel bad for the poor Yarnaleros. They'll never experience the pure bliss that comes with progress. Anyway, yeah, so grab that sugar from Marbella, send it to Manola, and there you go. You'll be laughing your way to the bank. Now, let's just hit accept on that. Grey Goblin is the name of that ship. Grey Gob. Let's go to it. Toss that overboard, and there you go. Alright, refined. No pun intended, considering it's called a sugar refinery. Now that leaves 2 free ships. There's so much sugar, 80 per minute, and we can only hold 300. So we obviously need more than one ship going from there to there, because it'll fill up, right, before we can go deliver it. So we need a second ship doing that one. Just flooding Manola with sugar, because it's needed for a couple of things. So agri supply. So we can actually rename this. Sorry, yeah. So this is sugar import. And it'll need 2 ships at the least. The Nipper can go on it as well. So that's 600 per minute. I think even 2 isn't enough, but we'll feel it out, I guess. Yeah. Maybe actually play it safe and do 3. So indecisive. So that's 900. And we're making 80 per minute. So if I was just to do a little bit of math. 80 divided by 900. Is that right? It's like 8 minutes, I think. So if the trip is 8
Ship
minutes, then that makes
constructed.
sense. So let's leave that and see how that goes. So... And they're empty, so they're good to do that. So why can't you do that? Cannot be loaded. No supply. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know what that means. Why it's only happening on that. Seen some bugs, I think. Alright, we made another monitor. Another flak monitor, that is. Dorothy 3. Get your ass to Manola. And while we're at it, we might as well just make some pirate flags.
Some very promising ideas floating around today.
Could use this one, I guess. That even increases the attack speed. Make 2 of those.
Takes time to calculate, of course.
10 minutes is all it takes. But it's a legendary item. I thought legendary items take like 30 minutes. Wow, okay. Cool. Great. Alrighty, back over we go. So that should be sugar sorted. Now sugar's used in other things and it's exported to the old world, but we still have the exporting that's still happening the same way, and then we're just consuming some of it up here. So if I was just to really quickly check, what's the consumption rate of sugar up here? It's 16 tons per minute. We're making 80 tons per minute. If we look globally at how much we're actually making, we're actually just barely making more than we need. But that's still good. We're making more than we need. I think I'm going to need a second ship to go between islands. And something I've been meaning to do is I want to create more of those reefers, because reefers should be the ships that really come in and deliver here between New World and... Because they're both right on the edge, which is great. So the reefers are actually play a bit of a benefit then. Not much, but a little bit, and it's nice to kind of use them. Now that influence isn't really a problem. So we'll get like 4 reefers, and then I'll start replacing some of those ships. And then I've got a bunch of items lying in wait as well to apply to these ships. To make them faster at loading and unloading, because this place is going to get very busy. Now, it's got a lot of areas for different piers, but still, it's going to get quite busy. Now, let's move these guys back down to their buddies. They're healing as well, so that's all good. No attack coming in anytime soon, I don't think. We've kept Benty safe. Alright, last thing to check then. I've been so slow with this one, but it was citrus, right? So that's sugar done, herbs done, and then citrus. Now, citrus on this island is fine, I think. It needs another one, it looks like. Okay, that's all it needs then, because I don't think we export off of this island. So let's just do one here. And hook it up. And eventually we might do a trade union to make these, to buff these, because we have them on other islands as well that make them really powerful. But yeah, because that's going to take just a little bit of time, let's just make it... That's camphor. Citrus. Yeah, I'll have to be better with space in future. I might do a time lapse where I kind of, you know, figure out where they need to go, but it's more just about getting that figured out. So 2 more of them, that should be more than enough. So that is Mezcal done. We should not see that falling short anymore. Now, Jalea. Jalea then is going to need a kind of similar treatment, but most of the stuff I think for Jalea we do make on this island. So we need 1 more restaurant at the very least. Alright, so we'll just stick it out here again, kind of temporary. So it's going to need corn, which we've got loads of, herbs, which we know we've got loads of, and then it needs more calamari. Calamari we make over here. Let's just check if that's enough. It is not. Not even close. It wasn't hooked up with the road, that could be why. We make 6. Are these electrified? Excuse me. Can they be? They could be, right? Does electricity not reach out this far? It is really far. No, it does. Okay, I guess they can't be electrified. That's a shame. Thought this type of building could be.
Turned out good for both of us.
Now, obviously, we could do something like, I guess a trade union out here would be probably good for it too. So, calamari. 8 to 8. There we go. We've evened it out, just like that. That's a lot, though. Does feel like a lot. How's the workforce? 25. Yeah, so that's where we're struggling now. Town halls, obviously, we could help with that. And it's actually climbing and falling. I wonder where is suffering for the population, you know? Is it out here?
Thank
16
you.
out of 30?
Honest.
Oh, the mail system is probably causing problems, yeah. I have to redo that. For like the 1,000,000th time, it's so difficult. And they actually would like to go to the cinema. Could you imagine? They want to go to the cinema. We could give them access to the cinema, just see if some of them can reach it from here. Oh yeah. They've already got it turned on. That's good.
We could become a landmark.
Scooters? We could let these guys have scooters. I don't know if we have enough already, but we'll let them have them as well. The Obreras. No, we don't have enough. Alright, well that should be Jalea fixed, right? Jalea is fixed. We have a problem with the workforce, but of course we have islands that we can improve these things. And we know that we have the amount of base goods is totally fine for quite a while. A lot of wiggle room with that. But I think, yeah, maybe a town hall or something will improve it. Let's just copy this row. Add them up here. It's obviously overkill with the market. I just want to get them down. And then your lifestyle is that you don't have enough regional mail. I will sort that out, just not immediately. But it is another problem for another day, and there's only so much time in the day. Alright, so we're almost done. Almost done. This is taking like 3 or 4 episodes to get done, but now we're up to perfumes, fans, and then the scooters, and then that'll really be it. So perfume. So perfume, I think we needed 3 more of these, from what I recall. when I was having a look at it before. And it's the only place that consumes it. So we currently consume 11 tons per minute. We need 6. Oh, we have 6. So let's just make 3 more. Stack them down somewhere here just to see what the rates are going to be like then. They're electrified. So perfume will be now 12 versus 11, which is what we want. And that's going to cause a knock-on effect then to consume more orchid, coconut oil, and ethanol. Now we just increased ethanol production. And it's a complicated one because it's a global issue. So let's look globally at ethanol. We're slightly falling below now, but we could make more even on this island, per chance. So we make some here. It's made with corn and wood, so it's really not a big deal. And the workforce is more than fine, so just do that. They're going to be electrified and built up here. The wood should be okay, and I've no doubt the corn will be fine as well, but let's just check. Aha! No, the corn won't be fine. Alright, we can build more corn. I never looked at this, by the way, but this is actually where the bottom of the building is for the dam. You can see kind of people working it and stuff. It's pretty cool. I mean, this is where you should connect your road, I guess. I have it connected up here. Just because, obviously, this is a road in and of itself, sort of. Like, people are up there walking on it. And it's cool. It has your flag on it and everything. The Hans von Schlong emblem. Who knew when Hans von Schlong first set out on his journey it was going to be 300 hours and 100 episodes, or 136 episodes almost at this point. This is episode 99, I think? Pretty crazy. But who knew the game was going to get 4 seasons? I had no idea. When I started the series, it was just as season 3, I think. I don't even think season 3 had even been announced. No, it hadn't. Yeah, because I called it all DLC, because I remember thinking, like, that's, you know, they did season 1 and 2, and that's probably going to be it. And then, as I was getting close to the end of the first season, 30-ish episodes in, I remember they just announced season 3, and I was like, oh, I guess we're going to keep going. And yeah, it was like a whole year for that season, then a whole year for season 4. And then they did scenarios and all of that. So there's loads of stuff still to do.
Lift achieved.
They've delivered all their coal now, I assume, have they? There's still a little bit to go, and we're just waiting to unload it. Yeah, cool. That's fine by me.
Where to?
It was just a temporary thing. I love her voice. Say it again. Speak to me.
Ready to fly.
It's awesome. All right. I think that's pretty much got to be it for this episode then. Is that everything we've done? Is that everything done? I mean, perfume. That should be perfume. Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah, that's ethanol. I didn't check orchid and I didn't check coconut oil. Just do that really quickly here. So orchid. We produce 40 and consume 15, so that's totally fine. And then coconut oil. That one won't be so good. So we'll have to put down a couple of extra ones for that. So the coconut oil, nope.
Ship
Oh,
construct.
there's all this space over here I didn't even think about. So coconut oil I think I was using here. Nope, that's citrus as well. Wow. None
Your
on this
ship
island.
has
We must be just
returned from
delivering
its
it
voyage.
then. I don't remember doing that. Oh yeah, it's on this import route that we have. And we can get rid of the herb thing now. Yeah, it was pulling coconut oil from somewhere else. From Alicante. I guess I just built some on that island as well. That's actually fine. But really, not really. Get rid of that. Estepona doesn't need to be there. And you could bring some coconut oil, but also bring mostly... I don't mind having a little bit of coconut oil here.
The ingenious
Mostly bring the
device is
orchid.
complete.
I'll rename that route later. But it does mean that we probably need some locally. I don't mind getting a little bit, but we'll need some locally. So let's just go, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, and somewhere here, like 4, and then we'll just slam down a thing in the middle. And we'll hook all these up. We've got our pirate flag now as well, which is cute. Alright, and they'll just be all set to camphor. Sorry, not camphor, coconut oil. But yeah, for sure in future I'll optimize this. We'll build some of those orchard productivity things because they're so needed. They take up so much space. Alright, that's 4 additional coconut oil things, which means that should be more than enough to handle what was needed for perfume. So perfume should be done. So next up in the next episode, fans, scooters, and then we start trying to combine the old world stuff, like light bulbs, lanterns, jewelry, champagne. Our souvenirs have stayed rock solid, and so has billiard tables, so that's good to see. So yeah, that's the situation. I meant to just do one thing as well. The billiard tables
Still so many adventures out there for us.
arrive here on just their own thing. I almost feel like a lifestyle route would be... not that I need to combine them, but I almost feel like for traffic reasons it would be good to combine them rather than now influence. So this is more than we'll ever need. You know, we've got 1,000 here already. I think souvenirs could probably fall into this category because I don't think the demand for them is that high. So if I just check that last thing really quickly. Souvenirs, it's only demand of 4. So what's then the demand of billiard tables? 2? Okay. So with all things being equal, then what we could say is if you've got 2 doing that, and that's been fine, then we could easily do this with souvenirs. Yeah, 4, because that's twice as much then. And we knew that this route was fine before, so that's good. But then it means that we can also get rid of the other souvenir route, the import route we had, which was just doing souvenirs. So you can cancel this, accept the route, and just delete that, and that's the route gone. So there we go. So that just condensed it down a little bit. It should help with just traffic. I'm worried that there's going to be too much, especially going on at Lusk. Even though there's a lot of things that have improved the Docklands, we've just added so many ships to do more between these islands. It's going to get crazier and crazier. Alright, I think that's going to have to be it for this episode. I'm really enjoying this. I hope people are too. I've kind of recorded in bulk because I actually went a whole week without doing Anno at all, and I actually don't even know what happened there. Like, I just realized it was like Monday, and I was like, oh, I don't have any reserved for some reason. Whereas this time I'm just doing a few more in bulk together, and it's mostly just been doing all this optimizations. I'll be reading the comments after this one. I've really enjoyed it. I hope people have too, basically, because I know it's a lot of statistics and stuff and not much beauty building, so I don't know how people feel about that. But I feel like I've been seeing real progress. You know, we've hit 147,000 not that long ago. Influence is obviously through the roof. We can run another game. We'll do it soon, probably. And yeah, soon, once all these things are kind of laid out then, once this is fully upkept, I can then start to remanage and relay out this place, and then start going through the old world and doing the same for every place then beyond. And we'll have our big war with Arthur, so still a lot of cool stuff to come. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. Consider liking it if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and if you want to support even further, consider becoming a channel member. Channel members get early access to my videos, ad-free, and also access to my Discord, where we've just set up a new Valheim and Satisfactory server for people to play on. Hopefully we can grow a community and add more games and perks in the future. Either way, I appreciate people just watching this far into the video. Thank you.